it just begs the question, like, how much time has Junbin had on this hero? And all season long, they've been swapping back and forth. And you have to contrast that, right?
Hello.
The Titans, who he's had his fair share
Oh my God.
of having to share play time.
I forgot to close out of everything.
Number of teams where even back in Overwatch 1 6v6, he was sharing time on just the off-tank role. And it felt like he was always in that spot. Every team he's on, they're subbing him in, they're subbing him out. He always had that potential, but it was never realized. And now on a team where he's been able to start consistently, he's been looking great on the Winston, right? That's a game where he never really played before. And a team that had the confidence to say, you're going to be our tank. We're going to give you the full playtime on the role, get you to get that experience and improve. He has looked so much improved. And so I think it begs the question of the shock of, like, you know, in the alternative world where they had been a little bit more committed with the tank role and said, like, all right, this meta, we're going to have Junbin take it. Even if you're going to have two players, right? Being more consistent within the meta. It's hard to argue with looking at a player like Punk and how well he's played this season.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at our predictions for this one. I have to go with the Vancouver Titans. Not only do they sport the second best Australian player right after Costa in their roster, but they also had so much consistency, everything we just discussed.
Hello.
Shock has not been confidence-inducing after their last performance.
I was not supposed to be alone for this watch party, but I am pretty sure my whole team is sleeping.
Consistency is the key here, so I went with the Vancouver Titans.
Yeah,
I have to clean my apartment so bad.
I do think Shock has incredibly high peaks, and they have incredible players on their team who have the potential to take over situations, team fights. Any one of these players, even the ones we've been saying, you know, what about this roster stuff? They're still amazingly good players. They can make.
So we will have some Overwatch League codes to give away.
I'm going Vancouver too, but make it a 3-0. Scrap the 3-2. Make it a 3-0 Vancouver Titans. I'm done with the Shock, okay? The only analysis I have for the Max substitution is that maybe communication was an issue. They want an all-Korean lineup in there because Lucio, C9ing was maybe an issue in the last series. Maybe they just want everyone on the same page, but still putting Max on main support. We'll see how that works.
I am 100% going to be rooting for the Titans. I feel like I have to.
Let's see how it plays out for them. For all the action, we're going to bring in the power duo.
Lemon Kiwi
and Nekra. Hi, girls.
And Nekra.
Hi, happy birthday again.
Thank you.
I love Zoe going, hi, girls. Hi.
You're getting an entertaining match for your birthday, but what did you wish for, little girl, for your birthday? Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho.
Sorry? Merry Christmas.
Yeah, that's how birthdays fit to me. It's every birthday is a Christmas too. I wanted good entertainment and Overwatch, and that's exactly what I got, obviously.
Well, yeah,
especially with Max on support.
I love
these points to talk about,
Lemon Kiwi that she dyed her hair that like red color. So cute.
Support, Necro. What is happening?
I feel like the desk covered so many different options, but only one way to find out, and that's to throw us into the game and see what they're actually going to bring to the table. Because even you and I were talking about this when we saw the lineups and heading into our very first map, like, okay, Titans picked this, so San Francisco Shock, this is out of their control, but they can start to make adjustments here in terms of their lineup to actually give them a better shot at this. And Jen, you were talking about the fact that maybe we get a chance to see some Wrecking Ball or Winston come out from Junbin here.
And I'm glad we're seeing these maps, because that's the exact point of Junbin. Last patch played the Hammond, played the Winston, that's strong on Gardens and City Center, maybe not so much on University. Don't worry about that though, because that ain't the case. Now, if I had to cook quickly, I would say off tanks have good mechanics. You sometimes see that on flex support. The Washington Justice had Mirror do this. It's quite uncommon, of course. Usually it's DPS that would pick up that role. But
trying to get this all
Zen, and we made sure to look correctly. Through his resume. Never once has he ever played support in Pacific or Korean contenders.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe they have him on support.
Here, but I don't think that's what we're getting. I don't. Max? We'll see about this one. Everything else looks pretty stock standard coming out from the Shock. We haven't seen a whole lot of this Sombra actually within this patch, and it might
interesting ball comp
for some of these higher mobility characters come out from the Titans. Especially if you're able to
putting the tank player on
you're now forcing him to have to use all
Brig seems so like
to keep himself alive versus the rest
I
of
don't know.
The team.
It's in the
But
script.
if you nail somebody with that hack like Faith or Sugar Free specifically, one of the better Genjis that we have in the West.
Ball is really interesting. I feel like Ball is really not good into like this queen comp.
Ooh, yeah. Junbin went for the boop. and actually got booped himself there by Faith. Shock playing the composition of last patch, and the last time these two teams met was less than 2 weeks ago on the last patch of the Winston.
Oh yeah, they did play.
It was the Titans that won that 3-1. So Titans, especially Punk, can he pull Junbin before he escapes? Of course, Hammond has a lot of health to get through.
3-2-1 hack.
And it looks like
Goodbye,
while
Crimzo.
Junbin is summoning all the attention, the flankers of the Shock made their way behind the Titans, took care of Crimzo, and a bulk of that healing is now gone. Of course, it's city center of Oasis, so you can contest this for a long time, but Junbin wants to end things quickly. What a pile drive as Titans were stuck in the corner with the anti of Finn. It's just a cherry on top.
Oh, it's so good. And you can see too, like Crimzo feels forced in this moment to have to switch over to the Kiriko because the Baptiste is just too vulnerable. Looking at the
I guess that makes sense.
Those hacks have been so impactful, not only to be able to shut off those cooldowns coming through from the Titans, but also to initiate the dive. Because this is a composition we've seen so far coming up from the Shock, we know that this is tried and true for them. I mean, look at the pile driver there. Everybody gets flattened like a pancake.
Yeah, Crimzo already had to use
this is so tough to like retake.
Of Junbin's setups.
The thing about like ball chaser somewhere is they can just like touch point forever. They can just like ping pong it for forever.
150 HP. Junbin gets away just in time.
Oh, the hack.
It's a good counter to
Nano Brig? Oh my gosh, and he still does.
Unleashing.
Heesang is so good.
Strikes down Max, no supports for the Shock, and it's flip back.
Heesang is like a ranked rat. Like he just plays ranked like
what the Shock were trying to throw at them, but
just every day for like 12 hours.
Here. Finn invested the nano, tried to make Max the ultimate
scrim for 4 hours.
It wasn't quite enough
and play ranked for 12.
Coming through for the Soldier.
Sleep at 1 a.m. Wake up at 8. Go again.
Like, it's really tough because Proby now has free reign of the back line to try to land this EMP.
EMP!
That was not something that they utilized in this last fight.
EMP hitting 3 though, and Faith does even want to use the sound mirror. That would have to have been the quickest reaction.
Yeah, I guess you.
For a second, but with Crimzo down, this might not be a fight that Titans want to invest in, or maybe Crimzo.
I don't know why.
Fate.
Dusty 9.
4-man barrier as Titans still holding on by the skin of their teeth. This
point
still accumulating.
Junker Jacks.
Canceled by Punk. Not able to escape in time. Shock barely in
the Junker Jacks.
Their only support as everyone is fighting on the point. It's now what 3v3 and now slowly going Shock's favor. With great coordination at the end, it's Shock that prevailed.
Okay.
I don't know where to put this.
All right, I was gonna be
we'll hide it for right now.
Waiting to see what the Shock were cooking up for us, but Jen, I think I'm eating. This Max Brigitte was so strong, especially if you're just able to put the Brigitte in a little room. I don't think anyone on the Titans is going to want to face up against that. And this has been so strong also to really help keep Proper and Pro.
This is really close.
Fortunately, you are going to see that pulse bomb miss, but
I wonder,
have to come into this one with the Kitsune rush.
The way I would have like my team take would be like to go like elevator, but I don't know if that's like too open to like just getting messed up on like rotate.
That's how the Titans were suffering, so Titans take control in their own hands.
I would assume yes.
Point, because the dive coming through from Shock, when you have
I don't know the reasoning of trying to like go
patiently. One hack
inside every time. I feel like it's like
to initiate the dive.
You're like working
it's enough to be able to get out some of those bigger cooldowns. Like if you can force out the
they're high ground now.
Then you can go in with something else. But Shock did get their point to 1 fight potential. And
so now all Shock has to do is just tickle point and be really annoying and not die to Heesang, but
so you got that 5v4 for the Titans. I mean, Shock weren't
it's a hard life. A tall ass, a tall order.
Coming down to the last fight, so Vancouver want to push that envelope against the Shock, and now taking down both supports. Max and Finn gone. Junbin doesn't have any healing. And at 96+%, maybe Proper and Proby can contest. Proper
Let's go.
Side, so
okay, that's really good.
The first round goes to the Titans.
Titans had such a nice comeback in this round as well. San Francisco Shock came out of the gates with something that was really surprising and unique in terms of what we have seen from this meta so far. We have seen a little bit of Wrecking Ball if you take a look over in APAC, but hasn't really made too much
in the West during this What
patch.
is that?
So what a nice
Arisa, May,
you know,
Reaper,
surprise
Lucio
Titans
Moira.
see if they're gonna get a little bit smart to this strategy. But
there's no way
going over to University,
Titans can stay on the
strat
queen
that can
here.
work here. So we have to see what Shock can come out with in terms of Dunbin being in this lineup instead over Max.
Like that
when
comp,
they play
poor
the tank, it's
Punk,
usually gonna be
man.
the Junker Queen.
And with that comp that the
Poor
Shock ran, they
Punk.
were so dispersed and Titans running
Like
that queen.
they can
with
win,
the
but it's
Genji,
gonna be really
you just
hard.
need a firm target to go after, and with how mobile Shock were, that just was too difficult for the Titans. The surprise factor helped them a little bit. Now we go to University, where Shock swap back now to Orisa, Reaper, May. Seeing if they can wall off Punk, that would be a big key to success. He's saying Sugar Free can climb over it, so can Faith and Crimzo. So
The Reaper is in.
make sure they break
Reaper's
down the
out.
wall and enable Punk as much as possible.
Oh my gosh, how does Sugar Free kill Moira? What the
Titans have
heck?
Someone behind them don't seem to be too perturbed.
Proper just
Titans
right
still wanna
clicking,
cap this
I
first, and
imagine,
Punk is separated away
killing
from the
Crimzo.
flock, and Shock realized this, putting a lot of damage into the Titans backline while Punk is rotating back. And that really costed Titans being able to defend this corner, even be almost able to cap it. So Shock are back in the driver's seat.
They traded support so early. Finn
I
and
don't
Crimzo
know.
both went down within milliseconds of
Okay,
each
yeah,
other.
we mirror
But
the
San Francisco Shock had that
Orisa. That
positional
makes
advantage
sense.
where they were able to play around that natural architecture of the map and start to push
Hi
the pressure.
Ross, welcome in.
Titans will
Hello
be able to come
Sean.
back into this one, and it's gonna end up
Hardest
being
point for Titans
more of
comp?
that
I
Punk
agree.
Orisa.
I
But
agree.
the May wall gets forced out really early here from Proper. This is a great opportunity for the Titans to go in.
And the fact they scouted Proby, who was ready to react to that May wall, hiding into the corner, then gets headshot. So Titans again reading what Shock are putting down. Reaction, having a
The
plan.
wall.
But now that Shock are ready for this fight, well, they are able to trade blow for blow. But Titans are flipping the point. Shock want to at least die on this objective to extend what little they have,
nice.
41%, before Titans take it back.
They're doing a great job
helpful.
of stalling too, especially we have the Reaper. It's not super
By the way, if
easy
you
for
guys
Punk to
can
just
tell,
start
I'm
to
very
push
biased. I want
forward.
Titans to
Otherwise,
win.
you do know that you have to kind of deal with that damage mitigation, but take a look at that. Like, Shock still walk away with 40% of this point, and now Vancouver Titans get a chance to start working up that percentage of their own.
Okay.
But Jen, this is going to be
They have
rough for
5
San Francisco
ults.
Shock. Titans have 5 ultimates in the bank. They could throw literally anything that they wanted at this fight and should be able to find the value, but it's about actually converting these ults
Oh
over
my god,
without
I'm
blowing
nervous.
everything in the tank.
Okay.
Javelin there from Junbin. He got Sugar Free. He wanted to
Okay.
knock that blade,
Wait,
but
that is such a big
Junbin
fight for them.
committed so much to it while forgetting what was happening behind him.
They like
Titans
Shock using Cole
dismantled
and
the Shock
I guess
behind
Titans used to.
Junbin, and I'll take the fight.
That was just the amplification.
But, like, I feel like it
and
wasn't
the
any of, like, their
overclock used
big
well. Both of
ults,
those
if
just
that makes
such great
sense.
zoning tools. Finn only had to invest a
Okay,
couple lessons there, so now
Faith
it's
needs
starting
to
look a little
not
bit more even.
Ajax.
Max
No
having
AJing.
This sound barrier is so big to
Oh.
deal with. Sugar Free's bladed, and Heesy goes down already.
Okay, we're beating. We traded.
Still a 4v3 in favor
Oh!
of the Shock play for Sugar Free to find the equalizer.
Oh my god.
The death loss of the rain of bullets coming from the
I
Shock.
have not heard
Titans that stand
very many
tall.
people talk
That is
about
what you expect
giving.
from
Wait,
one
they
of the top
Ajax?
Alarm Rookie of the Year
Oh no,
candidates.
they typed it.
Sugar Free, able to get that blade through, and where
Yeah,
did
I
that
really have not heard a lot of
barrier
people
go?
talking about making Sugar Free like
Who
Rookie
got
of the
that?
Year, but he is so
What-
good.
What happened? And
Gets a
he's
kill.
saying, stop, please. Please stop getting kicked off.
Who needs a barrier when you get kills, I guess? But Titans are giving up that space. 97%. They know that winning one
Why?
fight will give them the map. It's Shock that needs to place this blizzard and control, manipulate Titans into an area where they can maximize the value.
I guess they're just gonna play for
It'll be
window.
up to him to speed
But, like,
them out of this
the
ultimate.
May ult is,
Titans
like,
being careful where they enter.
it's really
Using the air
scary.
matrix to find some picks off of the Shock, who hide through the hallway. Junbin is closing that down, so there's no access to that mini pack
I know
yet
they're
from the
scared of
Titans.
May ult,
So
but-
they have to go in through the center.
Okay.
Sugar Free is rotating through the flank thanks to Faith's rotations. Sugar Free gets picked off yet again by Proper. The mechanics on the May has gotten Shock so many picks, and now Proby adding to that equation. Shock very close to tying the score.
And Punk
Ah,
too,
this
just
is so
playing on
hard.
His own, trying to
They just
dual
have to
head
build.
on with Junbin was a little bit of that 2v1 scenario.
It's
but
really
also
hard that
left
they have
the
to
rest
take
of
such a
Titans
slow fight.
vulnerable
Shock
to
wants to take a
still
fast
run
fight, and
through
Titans
their
also play
amplification,
like
which
take like
just
the
has to
slowest
put up
fight in the
wall,
world.
And there was nothing to be done about that one. And now Finn has one of his own.
Lenny
And
time.
can Shock actually close it out here? They still have that blizzard to use.
Titans have to wait for this AM Matrix to be done. It's really well placed there by Finn. Good coverage on the point. Now the final fight for the map or round 3. It's the Blizzard from Cropper. It doesn't freeze anyone.
Oh my gosh.
It was just on top of themselves.
Let's go. Wow, they play that really like patiently. Oh, he reflected the Sojourn sticky. Okay, nice. They play that really well. Shock needed to like go. Like Shock needed to like as soon as they see them, like just go. If they ult tracked correctly, but they just didn't.
San Francisco Shock tried to pull the hood over their eyes, and it almost worked. Jen, that was a much
look at how giggly they are.
Anticipated seeing
meanwhile, like
roster swaps come through here for the Shock for Max to play.
Thinking Shock is just like the
then Junbin to come in and play that
saddest.
Didn't quite work out this time, but now the onus is on the Shock to pick the next map.
I feel like Junbin had a lot of good ideas, but didn't have the support. Proper's mechanics got them picks. Finn and Matrix, great usage, but it's team play. That's what's hurt the Shock. That's what hurt them against the London Spitfire. They're changing a composition that they feel they were more confident in from the previous patch. And yes, they were able to surprise Titans at some points on City Center.
I'm so happy they beat the ball comp
together as this 5-man squad with this composition. And Titans, well, against maybe a composition that they haven't practiced much against, you know, the Hammond, at least not for a while, they still were able to prevail.
It was really cool to watch those adjustments happen in real time as well. And that's something that I think is very, speaks so strongly to how the Titans usually end up approaching these matchups as well.
Numbani
next. This is a team that has played together for a long time. There's only 5 of them. There are no roster swaps that they can make except to try to put players into off roles, but it is great to see what they can do when given the opportunity, and let's see how far this series can go.
And we'll find out how the series will go on Numbani. Shock's pick, fate in their hands. We'll find out what happens after the break.
Okay. So we have like a 5-minute break. I am meant to be giving some Overwatch League codes away. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so the way that I have done this in the past is we're going to do a random number generator. So hold on, let me put myself on... I don't know how I want to do this. I don't really have like an intermission screen. Okay. Maybe I can do it on my second monitor. Let me see. Yeah, that works. All right. So I'm gonna do a number between 1 and 100. And in chat, go ahead and guess a random number between 1 and 100. And 2 people closest will get 2 codes. Each code is 100, I believe. All right, I have my number. You press Alt F4, makes an intermission screen for you? Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. I'm sure it does. Could you imagine if like you said that to a streamer and they just didn't know? I would hate to be like, how could you be gaming for more than like a year and not know that that's a thing? Alright, we'll see if anyone else wants to join in. And if not, to be honest, that's fine. I'll just DM you guys 2 codes. Or you can DM me on Discord and I'll send over the codes. I kind of figured that this stream wasn't gonna have like a ton of people watching because Valiant didn't like promote it in any way. But honestly, like, their season's over. It is what it is. No way, Sean. No way. All right. So my number was 72, but of course we only had 2 people join. So y'all both win, both Ross and Sean. So if you DM me on Discord, I will go ahead and send you guys 200 tokens each. And then we'll have about 500 more to give away before the end of the stream. And if it's just you guys, then, you know, congratulations. But yeah, go ahead and message me on Discord or Twitter, whatever works best for you.
Up a map after Oasis went their way after both rounds, but Necro, they've been known to have strong starts in series, but it's how they end that maybe the Vancouver fans don't want to talk about. They haven't won a match this patch yet, but 2 game 5s. And usually a lot of success around Control.
Yeah, 2 game 5s and a lot more during the season that they haven't been able to finish out either. So
I've never heard this song on Overwatch League.
Bring forward that confidence into these next few maps in a series. Usually where they start to struggle is when we do go to maps where we switch sides. So
all right, let me grab you some codes.
Attack and defense, such as our hybrid map that's next up in this series. But there's another change we got to talk about here. And that's going to be the San Francisco Shock lineup.
Now, Lou Camino in over Max. The cooking is done. Lou Camino, last time we saw him was when the Shock played the Vegas Eternal on this very patch, where he came in on the first control map of Antarctic and New Junk City Flashpoint. So really needing that aggressive Lucio. Don't get to see Lou Camino as much.
I'm curious on what both teams are going to run here.
To go back to their old patch prowess with keeping Junbin in that lineup.
Yeah, the person asked how to use a printer, and I said Windows had a bug where the System32 folder prevented him from using wireless printers.
Okay, maybe
no
we're starting
way.
to bring things down to a little bit of a simmer.
Oh my goodness.
Camino coming back in is still interesting because we haven't seen him so much more recently. It has been Renko on the Lucio, but Renko is nowhere to be seen so far in the series. I wonder if they're actually going to come out of the gates with this
Interesting.
one. But at the very least, what we're seeing from the Titans is what
double
we
flex with
expected.
Kiriko.
Not going to stick to the Orisa, despite the fact that we did see
what is this comp?
earlier on City Center for Oasis, but the Orisa
Kiriko, Mercy, Orisa,
more staying power.
Echo Ash. Like what?
And Shocker going away from that style that they began play-ins with.
This comp makes zero sense.
Metra, at the very least, the Bastion, and realizing that the coordination, yes, that composition has so much high damage potential, but the coordination, the execution is something so difficult that Sugar-Free misses the dash.
Oh my god.
The focusing beam almost claims
okay,
the
well,
of the Dynamite does the job, and Proby's
that works, I guess.
May just open things up for the Shock, but they still need Jump In to push forward with these 2 picks. The Shock should be pressuring the point more, and it seems like the Ashe, Proby, and Finn are starting to cap that. Junbin is always that pain train.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe like Titans didn't expect like Shock gave up.
So
I mean, it worked.
Like,
so
I know what they were trying to do was just stabilize themselves, but now Faith is in
I
the
didn't
back.
expect it to actually work. I don't.
He's gonna be able to escape with his life, but that is such a rough
I guess
position to
the
be in
idea
where it is
that
one of the
every
tanks
single
that goes
person can
down
take like a different angle.
last, so now you
So
gotta
like
wait to be able to
Ash
come back
can
in.
play their
So
own
Punk
angle,
is gonna
Echo
take
with
the
Mercy
immediate
can play their
swap.
own angle.
It
Orisa
doesn't
doesn't
feel
really
like the
need
Orisa
that
is
much
it,
help, at
and I
least
really
like
like the
the
Junker
start
Queen
of
look
fight.
from Punk. Punk was
And
one
like
of the
Kiriko
only
can kind of like
players
do her
last
own thing.
season that decided to pick up the
But
Junker Queen when no one else was. And
it's
that's why he
just
got, like, the
weird.
cute little moniker
Maybe
of
the
Punk.
Kiriko
excited to
is
see the
because
Punk
they
Queen
knew
back
that
in action.
Titans
This
have
is one of the
Ana,
strongest looks that this team
and
has, and
they
because of how much
want to cleanse the
experience
ante.
he
I have
has
no
on
idea.
Zero.
It's so strange to me.
And Sugar-Free to the
It is a very unique
unique
composition.
when he can, but with the support of a Mercy, can be a little difficult to take that 1v2, but when you have a tactical visor, when you have a soldier,
I can't believe Shock uses Kitsune and loses. Like, that is not good. Will Angle does Mercy take? Well, proper is just super powered on his angle, basically. It could be one of those, it's so crazy, it might just work plans. Yeah, I think so.
There's so much space around him.
I think so.
Might just be able to
okay, so Shock copied and valked, and no one's dying on Titans.
He can anchor the objective as much as he can, but
seems good.
How much space that an Orisa can create? You hit the javelin against the Junker Queen, you push her back, you have Fortify, you have a lot more sustain as an Orisa compared to the Junker Queen.
Okay. We used Ashe ult and a Result, and still everyone on the Titans is alive. Okay.
It's almost too aggressive and sometimes goes in on his own.
I have not seen that in like such a long time. I don't think I've seen 5 ults dumped into a fight and that team finding nothing. Like, that is kind of insane.
Of those abilities. But Shock, yeah, like Junbin just seems to find himself out of position, maybe a little bit too far forward. Oh, look at he's saying. They don't know what it is.
They don't know.
Okay. Okay, Heesang's having fun. Heesang's playing Overwatch 2 PvE. New mission just dropped.
Hope that you zone off the damage of Heesang and just fight the Titans 5v4. Shock have an important decision to make if Heesang even stays there.
I think he's saying is
I feel like Shock should switch now. It worked for the initial point because Titans did not expect it, but now they're just being ruled. I kind of agree. We do see the Shock onto Lucio and to like the DPS have swapped to Torben and Soj, but I guess that works.
It's still rotating into the fight, so the damage scale.
Torben's not bad. Sean, they like buffed Torb to where like his fire rate is like pretty good, and he's always been like pretty decent against Tracer because he kind of like denies her zip zapping around so much with his turret.
They're still alive. They're still kicking.
But
they're buying so much time for the rest of the team to get back. And they even
Titans just traded, and now Crimzo's on Kiriko, which is an interesting choice. Maybe he just did that to get back faster because Ana just takes so long to get from third point to second.
Giving him all the cards and the love. Terra Surge from Junbin, and with all the speed the Titans have, they're mobile enough to escape. The Shock would be in a position to cap B if they kept up the pressure.
Okay. We didn't use our beat. That was a good hold though. They went into second with like 5 minutes or something, and they leave with, they capped with a minute 30, going in with under 3 into third. That's pretty good hold for how first went.
Proby's able to round the
snowball
with the car. You're able to get this really nice straightaway, then you're just able to get enough picks to just walk this over the line.
Okay, let's see what's going on.
Back out on the Kiriko though, that was to be able to get back to the Titans to try to defend that second point. But now too, that means that the Suzu is available if you want to be able to use that. Punk though playing really aggressive, has his rampage ready.
Oh no, Suzu! Huge! Freaking Punker Queen.
He backed away, so he wasn't
He's back.
too deep there with that rampage, and that's the fantastic understanding
that was so patient too.
And such
from
smart understanding from the rest of the team too, that if they nail
I don't know about the BAP there.
all of a sudden Shock don't have the ability to just kite away from that
BAP
rampage.
into that
So
like
the
Queen comp is a little bit hard in my opinion.
And that's something that Shock,
because they can just like run you over.
Up over the course of this series, be able to play around Junbin's aggressive pushes.
But I don't know. They would have to go past like Torb and Orisa, so Aussie buff. Aussie. Oi.
Still go back up the stairs. It's the overclock though from Proby. That's only to focus down Punk, because knows he likes to escape in funny locations that the Titans can't always access, but Punk is well supported. Crimzo pays with his life.
Lenny Tracer, I'm so happy to see Tracer once more. Me too.
Well, it doesn't seem like a winnable fight to them. They'd rather play the respawn advantage. They know Shock have to push.
I'm pretty sure both Heesang and Sugar Free are Tracer players, yeah?
Gotta back up, otherwise they feed over
or they have been.
charge as well, knowing that the Shock had just invested ultimates, maybe a team fight to go. So you don't want to give them that opportunity or that gas to be able to just keep pushing forward. And so, wow, he's getting
he got smushed.
Oh my god, the momentum of the Terror Surge.
That
the jump with the Sojourn was not enough.
That comp is so
good shutdown there by Junbin,
hard
and Proper, no matter what
to play into with Queen. Yeah, swap. Also, welcome in, Maki.
A 2K to stagger off the Titans, who now have Sugar Free on the Tracer to touch. Proper shuts that down. Here comes Punk. On the Arista, a lot of sustain there, but with Heesang unable to be left alone on that off angle, there's just no potential coming out of this defense. So the Shock will
this is not ideal for Titans.
How many times have we seen Heesang go down first? Like, it's so disappointing.
Dang, Necra!
Heesang is playing such a ranged hero. Sojourn does
Dang,
not
Necra!
so far forward to deal with these fights. And if he was a little bit far back, maybe he has the ability to pick off.
3 of the 4 DPS players are known for their Tracer player. Well, that's good to know.
You know, these two teams are very scrappy. They don't always play perfect.
Is Proper like
about the follow up there that is so
known
important for both
for his Tracer? I don't actually know.
This is it. So I just really like to be able to see some of these small micro adjustments to make sure that they're both playing to the best of their abilities.
Feels like Shock have control of this map. The way that they're puppeteering the Titans, who like to take these off angles, like Sugar Free on the high ground gets the pulse bomb on Lucamino. Shock don't let that happen again. They learn from their mistakes, while as in previous matches, you might have thought that that would get to them mentally.
Bap,
Zen, sure after the previous match,
Tracer, Sombra, Ball.
Awful. Like this, because there are
that is like
here in this lower
such
bracket.
an Overwatch 1 coded comp. It's literally old ball comp, except for instead of Brig you have BAP and there's no debuff because 5 players.
Punk, and then picking off Crimzo. It's Punk or Crimzo that are going to die in that situation, and he's saying when he likes to bring out that creativity of the soldier, sometimes he's a boon and sometimes he's Bane. So Titans,
probably his strongest hero. Yeah.
This on their own, the offense is out.
Yeah, Tracer just hasn't been. I mean, when it was Tracer Sombra meta, she's played a lot, but she just hasn't been played a lot recently.
Play a little bit more coordinated and together. But one of the ways that Vancouver Titans can really start to disrupt that is with this Bastion. If they're all able to play together like this, then this dive coming up from the San Francisco Shock on the defense might not be as impactful. Like, who do you single out here?
Lucamino and Finn did not rotate.
Kill his head!
You're already dead. The javelins is in such a critical stun, and you're just not escaping that. The
oh my god, he tried to boop him away. He tried to boop him on the map. Okay, we can just run at them. Yeah, I guess so. That's how you have to win. Proper and Heesang were the top 2 Tracers and Korean contenders. That's cool. I don't know the lore.
Like Heesang, especially.
I know I do like a lot of like host streams and stuff, but
so aggressive, and it's the pace.
I don't know a lot about like the tier 2 lore. I'm just criminally unaware, just blissfully ignorant to it.
Be able to push forward, like you're looking at.
But it's cool to know. I just like don't have the energy to like watch all of that.
Maybe Propi gets a hack. Maybe you're able to move on that. But now when the Vancouver Titans just continue to just pummel you in the front line, you don't have time to get that set up.
I'm busy scrimming.
Shock at least hoping to have more distance to work with, to apply that Discord Orb, and Junbin should not be zoning himself off
Diva
into this
now.
room out of healing access of
Interesting. I wonder what the idea on going Diva here is. Is it because of like the high grounds and like also...
It is so much of a push that the Titans can work towards. Halfway now to beat, which can turn into a snowball. But Titans once again trying to utilize these off angles for their hit scan is getting
Sombra behind.
Even with a Sombra of
and then Shock goes Monkey.
Handle now this Dragon Blade of Sugar Free, who's popped off on Oasis before. The immortality is what keeps him up, and he can't escape in time. Junbin on top also.
I know a lot about NA contenders because of being a Wisp fan, but not so much about Korean and EU. Yeah. I would agree. it's very like it's much easier to follow. I think the region that you're like closer to, just because of like the time zones that the games are in. But also for me, like my friends are playing in contenders, you know. So it's more like I don't know. It's just easier to like follow.
If you're a Genji, so now we're gonna see
goodbye, Crimzo. He's about to be devoured.
The Tracer this time to try to deal with the back.
The beat. Oh, nice. That was so good. That was so bait. Crim's just like, I'm not doing anything. I'm just sitting in the back of the map. I'm so juicy all by myself. And then poor Sombra.
But the Titans still need a few more seconds to get this point B capped, and with that stagger on the proper shock, if they do want to contest,
I mean you, but the EU scene sucks. That's so mean.
Doesn't contest. He might have got even booped slightly off of the card.
Hey, London Spitfire would like to have a word with you.
2 extra minutes to push point C compared to what the shock had.
Faith is always calculated. I think Faith might be one of the most underrated Lucios in the entire league. Especially when you take a look at the mechanics, the timing of how the sound barrier went down. And it was a boop that actually pushed Jumpin back from being able to get that contest on the cart. Faith is going to move over to the Brigitte. It's a little bit better for staying power versus a Tracer that is so good. Like
please cap with a lot of time here in Titans. It would make me so happy.
He got nano, but he was so low, just jumping right into an amp matrix there of Lucamino. Titans
kill the monkey.
To try and zone off that ultimate, but ultimate sacrificing Punk and the self-destruct, not netting any kills.
We just gotta play slow, build Soj ult, and push with Soj ult here. Force Trank, and then maybe we can nano monkey.
Doesn't really matter what the Titans do here. They will always be able to get another chance as long as they just
Hello, Shima?
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you're my first guest. I'm so excited.
No way. Where's everyone?
No one wanted to show up. Here, I'll share my screen for you.
Okay.
So you can watch with me.
He's saying, man, Shock have kept their eyes on him, not letting him
get Rally
or Sojourn shenanigans that he did before. And now
Nano Rally raid boss.
They have the sugar-free picks, and Shock the respawn advantage. It doesn't even.
Oh my God.
The staggers are just too strong for the Titans, who will be capping with such a
That was actually crazy.
Jump in there is. Contesting.
Yeah, Faith is so good.
A few more seconds. Here's Lucamino and Finn to 5 seconds gone, and Titans.
He just turned into a raid boss and just assassinated their Tracer. Like, oh my God.
That is so much time. Like, especially compared to 1 minute on a map. Like
no, are you kidding me? They've been like
travel distance to get to that first point.
But in the past patch.
1 minute is not.
Yeah, they're on
like,
previous patch, but also
with that amount of time in the bank.
Vancouver, like they've been playing like 900 different things. Like Shock started on Mercy Kiriko, Ash Echo. Like I don't know what is happening in this match.
I see.
Keep getting their DPS shut down. At least mainly he's saying.
Faith is the briggiest boy. He is the briggiest
at least
boy.
Within jump range, or somebody like Faith and Crimzo need to be in line of sight.
He overheats a lot
enable
on
him even
Brig.
More. But maybe you use Heesang as bait.
You
let Shock use all the
maybe on every character.
Jump on top of Heesang, and then Titans react to the Shock engage.
He gets excited.
It's maybe not necessarily bad to play that.
How was your day, Shima?
Clearly, Titans ain't doing anything wrong if they got a
3-minute
21 time bank. As you said, that is a huge advantage.
I'm so tired. I got a flu shot.
Because you gave a much more
then I went to get food.
Reasonable and charitable explanation.
Did you get some chicken nuggets from McDonald's after being so good for your flu shot?
I didn't. Jimmy John's.
Hey, that's so good.
Yeah, like, maybe
dude, Jimmy John's slaps so hard.
Titans have been doing, and I think a lot
What's
of
your favorite
too,
one?
like, if you
I have never been there. My family just went, so I was like, okay.
They have like a veggie sandwich that I really like.
That they've been playing around and have done such a great job of manipulating where those team fights are going.
They're on it again! What is this calm?
Maybe it's meta. I want to play this.
They get a chance at this, and you can see they're going like super high aggro. Proby and Proper both on some of their best heroes, and it comes down to explosive damage.
So
and
before Titans was on Genji, and now they're on Tracer here.
His 3K is what opened up the point, but also
into
Titans
this.
flopping their defense. It is what let Shock cap so quickly. It was Sugar Free's Genji that overextended, got picked. Now he's on the Tracer, something he's more comfortable with. Shock. Now
when he's not feeling the Genji, yeah, I think it might be hard to play Genji into that. Tracer can maybe finagle a little bit more. I'm not sure.
Focusing beam 2 is a killer.
Tracer sucks. Just play Genji.
Yeah, you want to play Genji into damage boosted Echo and a backline that you can't touch?
You just haven't seen my Genji yet.
Oh, okay. I believe.
Second, Crimzo protecting, he's saying with everything.
Hit Scan Blade. Wait, winnable.
He's barely holding on. Needs to stay within line of sight.
Heal Punk.
Oh, GG.
Oh, GGS. He did die. Wait, we have Bob. We have Bob in 1 second. Build Bob.
Wait.
This man was at 99 for Bob for like so long.
Oh my god.
The Kitsune Rush was just not enough to be able to get
Sugar Free did anything. Did everything.
For the res.
He's saying was literally 99 to Bob for like 10 seconds.
Panic.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
He
couldn't hit another shot.
Round is over. I was like, oh.
Oh man. Yeah, I like that they were able to get away with a lot more than I would have expected there, and based on
it's
how
not
quick
losable.
Their very first round.
Lenny Tracer, Rookie of the Year. I want him to be Rookie of the Year. I really think he could win Rookie of the Year.
More ults online, more answers faster, and we're able to find more value with their ults, which is something that you're able to do just a little bit better on the defense when you have a particular game plan in
Shock
mind.
is being goofy.
Once you've already set up.
What's happening?
Yeah, it's better
they ran
step by step than run in and trip.
They ran this on last defense and Titans one instant.
Is such a good space holder with all the armor, the fortify and everything. So Shock focused all that attention on setting up Proby on the flank or on the coast side.
Why are we Zen now?
And then pushing in at the same
time. Is Faith trolling? And
so you're seeing more evidence of Shock working on that coordination. They took care of Punk. The rest of the Titans
no idea. Maybe Zen is OP.
Want to overextend and get more kills.
Zen is the secret hero.
It's
no way. No way he stays Zen.
It's a really good retake by the Titans.
I guess that is the truth.
Babsen? What is happening? Mirror Babsen.
Oh. Lucio.
They waited so patiently around that corner. It looked like they weren't going to be able to get the touch either.
Bastion, yes.
Still behind the shot, and it allowed
my favorite character.
To be able to get back in with the diva as
yeah,
well.
your one trick.
Crimzo had that nano boost
my
on
one trick.
Almost immediately. So that was really nice to see. But Titans, they're going through to try to play with this blade from
this
Sugar
is
Free.
crazy.
He's saying as well, this is the same
This is crazy.
Try to get the take last time. And
Punk is on the back line.
Don't make that same
if they push high ground now, it'll be over.
Immediate backup, Jen.
Yeah.
They all dropped off high.
Under the Titans, and man,
they're
lost. Just using the most amount of damage that they can with the Genji and the Bastion, but the lack of Symmetra means that they can't go from high
What's happening?
I don't know.
They have all the space ready. It's kind of over for Shock, I'm not gonna lie. It looks so bad for them.
They're just in a corner.
Yeah, it's over.
Deflecting all the damage right back into him is a pick for the Titans. Now a second tick. Shock will have to do this for me.
Window.
And Finn
has
to lead that with Proper to touch
what?
Finn?
Hello?
Finn is saving the day on this end. The double headshot. It's winnable. But how do you do this without healing if you're the Shock? Proper has to hit a miracle pulse spot.
Finn's just crazy, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, Finn just like walked up and killed two.
You don't need the ultimates. You just need the mechanics.
That is not good.
Holy
I mean, just do it one more time.
Let's
yeah,
not forget
they've got almost 2 minutes
sharp
for like
shooter
half a
this
tick.
Player can be.
One more push.
All they have to do is just touch point.
Moira, okay, there's not a whole lot of.
Wait, now they win. They have all the space again. What?
Yeah, they just leave.
Having to shoot your shot, but Finn single-handedly.
Bob, scary.
Wait.
Wait, what?
What a sick.
Damage and always killing Junbin. What is going on with that?
Okay,
I was aiming for a key sign.
Beat Blade next fight.
Finding that trade
or this fight. Oh, they get out Trank though. That's so good. Both support ults out.
Go Blade.
That was so smart.
Which Titans aren't really pressuring. They're almost letting Shock.
Now they have 0 ult. Surely.
So that Titans can surround them
Titans
once
wins.
again. He's saying that's ready
Touch point, Blade. Who comes to point? Let's go, team.
Careful to not bait himself and walk into the Titan's
Oh my god.
He realizes this and backs away, and the Blade of Sugar Free wants the
It was enough.
Nice.
It was enough. It was enough. Touch point. Touch point.
By the team of the Titans who work together to dismantle
Yes.
Shock one by one.
Wow.
And
Oh my
get
god.
the final
Titans is up
Not
2-0.
even close.
on match point.
That's so
Oh, that
so
was so
cool.
close. That was so close, and for a long time, I started to believe that the Shock could get that map win.
What is Shock
Okay.
doing?
Especially
What's the
after
face map?
Zero performances coming out from the back line.
Oasis.
Finn and Lucamino just
And they
keeping
played-
the entire
They
defense
played
alive
ball
for
comp
that
with Tracer
fourth round.
Sombra.
I was so hopeful.
Shock
But
did.
Jen, like this
And then
entire
Titans just
series,
played Queen.
Shock has gotten better and better, and Titans have gotten better.
Oh, I see it.
Their
Yeah, I was trying to watch, but
time is so
my quality was so
powerful
bad on the
and
front.
it's so fun to watch.
And Sugar Free returning to the Genji was a huge boon for them. The Dragon Blade pop off. He always
had no
finds
idea who was
value
playing.
in this. Even if he didn't get the second swipe on that second kill that he should have gotten, the
Looks
Titans
pretty
knew how
good.
to support and move up with him. Sometimes the Shock can be disconnected at those points
Awesome.
where there's really good ideas and good windows of engage, but the Shock
all
aren't
right.
always together with this. But the Shock are trying different compositions.
We have 2 more Overwatch League codes to give away.
But Rose Roster almost close to making history. If
So
they lose this next map,
for those of you in chat that would like to join, to enter the giveaway to get 2 Overwatch League codes, go ahead and put a number between 1 and 100 into chat. Whoever gets closest to my randomly generated number, 2 people, you will get 200 codes, or 200 codes, 2 Overwatch League codes for 200 Overwatch League tokens. Okay. So go ahead, put your guesses 1 to 100 into chat. I have my randomly generated number. And just before the map starts, we will end and I will pick the 2 winners. Nice, Shima.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, somebody is super close. Like literally right next to it. That's crazy.
The number?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Where's team? I'm gonna add team again.
They don't want to be here. Join if you're not a loser. Yeah.
It's real.
What Shima said. It could potentially just be 1 more map. Be so sad. All right. All right, 1 more minute, and I will pick our 2 winners.
Did I win?
I can't tell you for 1 more
Why
minute
not? Okay.
because I don't want anybody to like know.
Why not?
somebody like last second could take what I say and be like, oh, so it's not close to this number, or it's close to this number. little cheating cheaters.
Okay.
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 Ruby has no idea what's going on. She's like, are you on YouTube? Yes. Alright, we'll wind down and pick our 2 winners. So the number, I will put it on screen, it's 59. So that means Maki, you picked 58, so you're literally 1 away. So you are our first winner. And then it looks like Shima was 69. I believe you are our other winner because that's 11 away.
Yes. Lucky number.
So
yes.
Go ahead and DM me, and I will send you both 2 codes. And then we have, I believe, 1 more code worth 100 tokens to give away after the next map. And that will be it.
That's been the show match that I've been keeping my eyes on. Whether it's Proper's Torbjorn, Echo, to Sugarfree's Tracer, Genji. That's been kind of the showdown that is defining these fights.
Okay, so make sure to DM me on Discord,
really excited to see
and I will, or Twitter. Maki, I know you did that last time.
At the end of the day,
and
really has been a huge difference maker for where these fights are going.
I will send you the
either the
codes.
Shock or the Titans. If you have better hero matchups, then that's where that fight's gonna go. But on Suravasa, this is a map, this is a game type that those constant swaps don't pay off as much. Because if you are off kilter at all when it comes down to your ultimate rotations, or how often you're getting those online, that's devastating. These points go by so fast.
I don't know how to feel about Shock's chances on Suravasa when they got 3-0 on Suravasa by London, but then won 3-0 on Suravasa against the Atlanta Reign, which is a formidable team. But this is also, who cares about that? Because they have a different tank that's playing, which completely changes the landscape of what kind of style your team plays. It's all directed, especially in this meta, about your either your Junker Queen or your Orisa, or I guess in Titan's case, a Diva. So see how the Shock do on Suravasa with Junker.
Okay, I might have lied, so Shima, you're getting 100 code because I'm out. I thought I had more than I did.
No. 1?
You're getting 1.
You and potentially going home for the season.
Didn't you get like
0.
Didn't you get some from the Valiant partnership anyways?
I want more. Let me get into my friend. I'm not even using it.
Here you go.
And I hope that they can feel the energy of all of their fans behind them, because they're gonna need it heading into this next one. I mean, you can even see that like Jumpins has to play this so patiently. You're really looking at either the DPS on both of these teams to get an opening pick to really start the
the Orisa comp versus the.
He didn't even turn around. Caught lacking. He was just trying to keep Junbin alive. Titans made it look like they were all engaging onto that Orisa.
Orisa comp versus the Queen comp. Oh my god, he's saying it's so crazy.
They went after the critical components of the Shock, which were the healers. So great first fight by the Titans, and an important bounce back because
yeah, for real.
Sweep. They got reverse swept by Toronto, and Suravasa was the first map that they started crumbling on.
Orisa on this map is
coming down to who's gonna drop the spaghetti on this one. And you really hope that the series can go the distance, especially if you're a Shock fan. But this is starting to look really rough.
I feel like the Orisa Bapzen is just too slow for Flashpoint. Especially like Suravasa.
So much mobility, especially
like Suravasa's not as open as like New Junk in my opinion.
Faith is gonna go taxi around Sugarfree and he's saying to make these quick rotations.
Okay, they should go fast now. Don't give them
nice kunai to finish somebody off.
Yeah.
The space.
Yeah, the compositionally Titans are doing a better job. They had Orisa last time. They go for a Queen. Now he's staying on the Sojourn instead of a Soldier, so quicker disengages, quicker engages. Titans want to be able to
it's perfect.
Pressure on, and here's the Kitsune rush to do just that.
What?
I like it. And he's saying, putting himself in that position, gets picked there by Finn at a distance. Resistance, who
Wait, what? Did he?
Wait, that was a stick, but
Did he?
they just beat it. The pulse.
Oh no, they beat it. Okay.
Yeah. That was a crazy beat. Still winnable. Wait, oh wait, they just won. They just won.
Yeah, Crimson just randomly killed Proper.
Ooh, but the Terror Star is a big difference maker.
Wow.
Sound Barrier was off the board after both of those.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! They just chased him!
Jesus.
The boys just showed up.
He was the only one there. And you see how it takes an army to kill an Orisa. There is the rampage just to close the gap. The Titans don't want to let the
This is a dog fight.
Still losable, I'm not gonna lie. Somehow. 1 HP.
Oh, he traded though.
Wait, wow. Shock. Okay.
They're not gonna be able to touch.
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe
because
Punk
that's
can?
not enough time for the Vancouver Titans to come in and get that full recapture.
Maybe
he would end up sending it. He's saying now.
They can touch, they can touch. And Shock has no ult.
Oh my god.
But where's the picks?
Okay.
Shock has no ult.
That was such a scary touch.
I know, but minus 2 ults and they...
Yeah.
And they lived. Oh,
And they're dragoning.
3 ults?
Dragoning. I've never called it that in my life.
Oh! Win the first point. That got so close.
That was expensive.
It got really close.
It was
and
very
Vancouver
expensive.
Vancouver Shock.
No teams have ult. Beat
Beat
versus window.
To next season. But hey, San Francisco Shock, they made
I
that
think
incredibly competitive.
would,
Just being able to force out some of
hopefully,
those
if they play it right.
valuable support ultimates.
Yeah,
With the
depends on how they play it.
boards,
Yeah.
Shocks are just
should win.
able to make.
I love this point. This is my favorite point on Cerebalsa.
But where we're heading
It
over
just
to
feels
next,
good.
going over to Temple, like Titans gotta
Yeah,
beat
me-
the Shock
yeah, me
there,
too,
but they're bringing it down to their own. Punks on the Doomfist now. Oh, see Finn.
Whoa,
Oh,
raw
but-
fight? Oh, these beat.
Shock
They use
didn't.
anything.
Yeah, Shock didn't use anything. Hi, Ruby.
And especially on Cerebasa where the walls are so close together, especially around Temple, you're almost guaranteed some kind of
She-
stun and
she,
some
like,
kind of division between the
sounded
Shock
like she was
and
underwater and then
Titans
she just
taking that
left.
initiative
She
is amazing
drowned.
for them.
Oh
Most of the
no.
flashpoints really are close quarters. Even
No.
like you can see Shock walking
Goodbye,
over
Ruby.
Palace a little bit there too. Like that's such a small point on the map, regardless. And,
How do you feel about the Doomfist here?
Just how do they get into this one when Punk
Doomfist?
is able to just kind of slam somebody against the wall? It's gonna be tough.
Shock is
I
playing
guess
goofy
the
time, I'm not gonna lie.
hackers
Anything
are
can
able
work.
to do it, but where's the follow-up here from the Shock?
Oh my god, he's saying.
Somehow Finn is in
Oh my
firing
god,
range and
he's
he's off the map, so you don't get to
Wow.
see too many environmental kills on this map, but
It's okay.
there's 4v4.
Got that one.
Shock only missing a Zen, but Titans missing Heesang. Not a lot of damage to protect this point.
Doomfist OP.
Punk
Doomfist
doing his
OP.
best to make
Go.
sure it's capped,
I really like this map. Sadly, the other Flashpoint map just sucks. I don't think it sucks, but I definitely do like this map better.
And actually make it 3 or 4. Jumpin's going for the 8s here on Temple, and Shock get the point back.
And Proe's gonna deny it from him.
They should play Zaya
It's a
Genji.
team effort, right? You could
I
maybe
think
we still
so,
give it to
maybe.
him as half credit there. But Jumpin,
I don't know.
what a
Yeah, Proper's so
fantastic
crazy.
performance there on the wrecking
Proper
ball
is
to be
so
able
good.
To wrestle back control of this flashpoint from the
Not
Titans.
washed yet.
They don't have a whole lot left in the tank right now either. I mean, Punk's gonna switch back over to the Joker.
Okay.
Queen?
Mirror
Queen's
Queen.
fine
The
too.
Joker Queen, what is going on right now when it comes down
Are they
to
playing
how
Tracer, by the way?
much these
Do-
teams are swapping? It's gonna
Maybe
work
we
out
just suck at
fine
Tracer,
because,
like,
there's still ultimates to try to get back into this point, and they're not.
Hey, I don't know about
even,
the
like,
Wii.
one-fight territory.
I don't
Me?
play that guy.
Yeah.
He's saying overclock.
I don't know why you're
No,
bringing me
I'm not
into
the flex
that.
DPS. That's just not my fault. I'm playing Sojourn here, technically.
Bye.
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
How did he even know? I think he like saw like his name.
Will be taking Temple and putting themselves on map point, match point.
That was so
Wow.
messy. I don't even,
Step away from
didn't even know what
Shock
happened.
out of play-ins.
I really hope
Now we're going over to
that
the bottom.
Titans just win this
left-hand
next one
corner.
3-0.
This
Or
is
not
gonna
Shock.
be
Titans? Did I say
a photo
Titans?
finish to
You
the
said
race
Titans.
line here.
Okay, cool.
San Francisco Shock, they've got Lucamino now going back over to the Lucio.
They
That's
might
gonna
lose this
help
next
them
fight
be
though,
able to make
because
these
they have
rotations
EMP
just a little bit
and they don't
faster.
have beat.
But Shock might
Did you see the EMP bug?
Try to shut the Titans down and keep
No, wait.
Apparently, if you step on a life weaver pedal at any point during the game, if EMP just won't affect you, you'll be completely immune.
What the hell?
So people are stepping on life weaver pedals in spawn, and then if somebody goes somewhere in the game and EMPs, you're just immune. It just does nothing.
That's a crazy bug.
Yeah, it's a crazy bug.
No heals, no help.
Yeah, the question thing. That's where I saw it.
Proper. Why?
Proper is so good. It's just the proper show.
And at the end, you're left with
Really
Sans Resisto Shock.
Top 3.
It's just the proper and his boys.
For his team, and so he does.
Ah, Heesang. This is
Wow.
such like an important match for Heesang because that's his old team, you know?
Is that the only reason? Not
Yeah.
because like.
Yeah, not because he faces elimination, but because, you know, that's his old team.
Definitely. How is he? Yeah.
See if they're able to just get it done though with just an aggressive sound barrier.
Oh.
engages in with a
That ult. Oh wait. Might be okay actually.
Unfortunately, you have to play Life Weaver for that. You don't even have to. You can just do it in spawn. You don't even have to like play him. Crimson once again being on the team with a strong revenge arc. I know, he always seems to have like the underdog
but still a 75%
role.
cap for Shock is a good start.
It's a great start.
But I mean, that's a good role to have. Crimson.
I don't think that was
every team he's on,
necessary
he's
for
like the
that
underdog
fight.
always.
Vancouver Titans only had to deal with 2 more members, and yeah, they were a little slippery. They got the supports on there to try to keep
But
each
that's
other
good
up,
because like
but
people
you
don't
still
expect you to win, so when
could have had
you
that
do, it's
as
like
another engagement tool coming into this.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It like hits harder.
It does. Oh.
God, Heesang's aim is so good.
Actually, Loki did. The new Surgeon God.
No real. I was saying at the start of the co-stream, but Heesang just plays ranked for like 12 hours a day, plus like, and then he scrims.
Really catch Shock off
he just like
Crazy.
sleeps, wakes up, and scrims, like plays ranked.
For maybe a pulse bomb opportunity.
Sounds so fun.
Sounds
so
fun. Gonna play this corner and maybe try to pull somebody behind Junbin, or if Junbin takes enough damage, go for
Does
the
he play
pulse
NA?
bomb to the tank.
Yeah.
Sugar free. Now
You
letting
wouldn't
his
wish.
presence be known, hides behind the fountain. It is going
Junbin?
now to 95%
Beating?
for the Titans.
Oh,
Gap.
Heesang!
Shock home.
Gappa.
Gappa.
And it's a 4v5 Shock
Okay,
still at the
we
Kitsune
get
rush.
another
Shock
fight,
So
and we'll
when?
have so many ults.
They have 5 ults
Shock
now.
will flip and buy themselves more
Shock
time.
has 3. Okay,
This is
still
coming
like
down to the
losable.
wire.
It's insane that Proper was holding Heesang in Sombra jail.
Let
Let the boy
This is
breathe.
gonna be a pretty big point to actually get through.
Yeah, I don't know.
The Proper is
Okay,
hunting down
Proper's
a pick,
kind of
knows
like
that
the
Sugar
goat.
Free has his pulse bomb
Head.
online. He's just gonna try to mark him.
Okay.
Nobody on the Titans
We
wants
can
to
win
come
next
back in
point.
and touch. So we do
Ah,
need to go to a fourth.
don't make
I don't know if I like
close
that
my
better.
heart.
Like,
And we're gonna have to see where we head over next. Sugar Free and Proper did not get a chance to use either of these pulse bombs
think
yet.
that-
But
I think
let's
this is
go
fine.
over to Ruins.
They have
see
way more
where
ults now.
we can actually put the pedal to the
Ruins.
metal.
Yeah,
Shock.
yeah.
I hate this
They
point.
do have one of those splash points under their belt, but they gotta keep up this pressure. Go into
Oh
is
my
happening?
god.
Ult parade.
Overwatch. Yes.
Ult parade. Okay, Titans won, I guess.
They won. -2 support ults though, that's kind of yucky.
On both sides.
Wait, they on both sides. What?
Yeah, it was. Everybody was pressing Q, and like I guess Titans
Whoa,
just
they're
won.
pushing really far
like,
forward. They have the rampage, and they also have.
I think
this
Titans
overclock, and he's
beated
been
second.
Willing to play so far forward just to
Yeah.
secure
I'm
one
not
or
sure.
2 picks. And at the end of the day, sometimes trading his life is enough if he's able to
Yeah.
also take somebody down.
Oh.
okay,
What?
Gappa.
Oh my goodness!
They probably wash.
Proper was the showdown to watch. It's clearly Heesang and Proby. They've been trading blow for blow
Oh,
with
Heesang is
Titans
just-
in the driver's seat though, and overclock.
Hello?
We go.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Rampage is in. He's not letting you escape or hide or cry to your mommy.
Miss.
Back-to-back fights.
Might have to take that back.
Yeah. Let's rescind that
First kill was
statement.
nice.
Shock have one last fight to be able to get back into this one as that flashpoint starts
don't have
to
any
tick up
ults.
towards territory that
Who won the most
recent
recent Calling All Heroes? It was Timeless.
They don't have any ultimates left in the tank.
Washington
but they
Timeless.
have a lot of mechanical skill, and that has been enough. at
Washington
this point.
Timeless
They're
winning their own
Jumpman
Calling All
knows he
Heroes
has to
tournament was
contest
like
this
in the
and stay
script. You
on
know
the
what I'm saying?
point, So the rest of the Shock are simply going to have to suffer. It's 5v3. Jumpman may get the flip, but now has to come off the point.
Oh,
The Titans are taking
oh
Gappa!
no.
Gappa!
The Gappa is...
get all the kills, and they may have stumbled, but the Titans rose strong.
Yes!
It
Let's
doesn't matter because they won.
Series and
Why are you
march
touching me?
one step closer to
Don't
one.
touch.
Does not matter.
Historically, this will be the first time that Shock
Wow.
miss out on this.
Let's go.
The Titans
3-0!
all smile.
3-0.
Overwatch.
Predicted
3
it
Overwatch.
correctly. Johnny with the
3-0.
and Shock devastated.
Shock is done.
This is where their season ends.
Eliminated.
They fought
Gone.
so hard the entire season.
Eliminated.
It started off rough
Let's
for the San
salute
Francisco
them.
Shock. This was a team that
They're
had a
playing
lot
silly.
of expectations and a lot of weight on their shoulders.
Yeah, they
Silly
played
team.
Especially knowing that a
Played
lot,
a lot
this
of crazy
team
things.
was
They had
founded on the principle of strong
a tank
mechanical
player on
skill
support
and also
as well.
having
Max
some
on
of
break.
these
Yeah.
players rise
I saw
to
it
the
on Twitter.
occasion of the Overwatch League. Sadly, it's just not gonna be enough.
I wanna see
in
who
this
gets
fight
player of the
overcoming
match, and then we'll
challenge
probably
after
end.
challenge. You can see
you
Hi,
how that loss
girls.
affects them. This
Hi,
was
girls.
so playoffs. Winning in every single match here is kind of a win in when you look at it, and sadly it's going to be a loss and they're out. That is the end of their season, but they had such incredible comebacks through and through.
Wow, they have the same score
And you and I were
from
talking,
the
like,
regular
man,
season?
we
I
really
didn't
thought
even know
Shock
that.
were going to be able to pull through, make
Titans?
the series close.
Proper
They tried
misses
changes
playoffs. He
that
does
we
indeed.
weren't
Oh.
expecting, but one difference maker
That is crazy.
for the Titans
It is crazy.
is your
I mean,
player
it just
of
goes
the
to show
match.
you.
It
Yeah,
has to be
Sugar
Sugar-Free.
Free!
Who else?
It just goes to show you, like,
Yes.
it's a
Every time
team
there was
game.
a Blade online, felt like there was gonna be 2 players,
It is.
3 players. Everybody
I'm not sure if I should
falling
hate it
like
or like it.
dominoes. Sugar-Free has really shown us why he is one of the strongest Alarm Rookie of the Year candidates. Not
Wow.
just his mechanics
The pulse
on
on
the
the
Genji,
church?
but also take a look at how well he's able to
my
trap players
God.
on the Tracer
Oh my
as
God.
well. That was a double pulse bomb kill, heading into a ton of fight finishers from this player as well.
Just Genji
Ooh.
value, Tracer value. That's what you need of
I
him,
like
and
that.
is what he
I don't know
delivered
why,
in
but
this
that
meta,
was cool.
Where going up against Proper, even I
He,
was
like,
worried
came
for
down from the
him.
top
Sugar-Free
ropes.
has been competing
Yeah,
since
that
he's
was
what,
good.
13, 14 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Last night's leftover days. This
22.
is the guy that
5
we can
deaths
call
for
a
10.
veteran at the age of 18. Because of what he brings to his team. The Genji Tracer
1.6 pulse bomb kills
per
per 10? I could never, honestly.
And also the fact that Proper tried to counterpick him so many times with the Torbjorn to stop the Tracer, with the Echo to stop the Genji, and Sugar-Free proved that he may trip up sometimes, but at the end,
Is that an
he
interview?
gives his team a win.
I
and
think there should
Sugar-Free
be.
well-deserved.
Well, every player is
I want to
Yes.
stay for
right?
that. And
Every
then
player is human, and so yeah,
probably
they
take
can
off.
end up.
I'm
stumbling
so
a little
happy
bit,
their Titans
but
is still
it
in.
is such a strong testament to how
My
they
heart.
They're gonna win.
play
They're gonna win
together
grand
as a
finals forever.
team. This is a team that has been together since
Last
the
season
beginning
of
the
Overwatch League, they're
season.
gonna win.
They have had so
I was
much time
asking
able to
Crims,
work
I
with
was like,
each
what are you
other
gonna
in
do
order
if
to
you
form
lose
those
tomorrow? And
bonds
he's
and
like, I
form
don't
that
know,
trust
cry.
to be able to pick each other up when somebody does fall, and especially
Me
when
too.
you've got such strong mechanical skill, and of course
If they
that
lost, I
teamwork
probably
to
would have cried.
all align together. That's when true stars are born. Let's see how far this Titans roster really can go in this play-in.
So who do they have to play next? Do they
Stars were
know?
born and molded on the side of the Shock to a great season for
They have to
them,
win 2 more
developing
games before
these
they can
rookies,
qualify,
to
I
bringing
think.
out changes in a lower bracket, high stakes situation.
Yeah, they have to
the
win.
Max and Junbin swaps,
3 in a
some
row?
support
That's
Max to
crazy.
Lu Camino in.
Yeah.
Shock
That's why it
knew
was
that
so
they had
important
issues
for
and
them to
did
win
everything, worked so
the
hard to
game
correct them.
versus.
They looked good, but not good enough against
Yeah.
the Titans. So it's a
I can't think
3-0
of
for the
who they
Titans as
played.
move on to our
Because
lower
if they
bracket
had won that game, they
semi-final,
would have stayed in
but love to hear
winners,
what the Desk
and then they would
thinks,
only
'cause
have
they
to
were
win
all right
one
on their
more
predictions for once.
game.
Toronto. Was it Toronto?
Yeah, it was Toronto. Because now Toronto only has to win 1 game, and they have to. What was it, Washington?
I
don't
think it was
know.
Toronto because there was the. Actually, yeah. I don't know.
Welcome back, one and all.
I remember the Toronto one.
What
Yeah.
have we
All right, let's see our interview.
I even got the 3-0 right.
Who was that?
once.
Oh, my arms hurt from kayaking.
We were at least 2 times right.
Yeah, the Titans took me kayaking.
So did the Vancouver Titans.
I'll show you the
so
pictures.
Everything is on brand. This was a dominant performance. This was
fun.
a beatdown. I mean, Shock clearly did not find the answer to what Vancouver Titans were throwing their way, and Vancouver Titans looked so good.
Canada sweep. Yeah, I guess that's true. Canada stays winning, huh?
Close. Could have been.
Toronto and
No,
Vancouver.
I don't think it,
Maybe.
I don't think so.
No, they figured it out right after
Toronto's
the first
playing
match,
well,
right? They played
too.
Max on Brig, and then
I
after
don't think
that, you know, it was
Toronto
Max on
wouldn't
Lucio
make it to
versus
their own
Brig.
event. I think
And
Toronto's
then-
playing like
and also
very well
starting
right
in Map
now.
2, they subbed out Max and
Yeah.
That would be
Max
very
was
like
supported.
shocking
It
to me.
honestly didn't feel like
Haha.
it mattered. Like,
Shocking.
I don't think Max played bad on map 1, and I don't think
The
Shock
John.
played better with other supports in. So in the end, I don't know if
Team gone.
talk about
Oh, the
top
tweet,
gap
by the
or
way, from
decision-making
Vancouver
here.
is crazy.
Vancouver was just such
Oh,
a strong
show me?
team overall. In hindsight, I think you can say
Was it the?
any questions you might criticize
Hold on,
with
let me try and
Shock
find it.
decisions. I just don't think they mattered. I think this result was going to be this way no matter what. Just depends. Maybe you win.
Okay, I'm sending it to you.
This
Okay.
clear difference of strength between these teams.
Yeah,
This one.
it was the San Francisco Shock who, instead of going out with a bang, went out with a whimper. Just pretty bad 3-0 loss. I mean,
Posting
just
this
felt
in
like
Oh
advance
my
for the
God!
Overwatch League.
away for quite some
Posted
time
at
now, and, like,
at
just
11
figured out
a.m.
this setup, which is
And the
Dude,
match,
that was good.
yeah, the match started
Considering
at
the fact that they went
12.
to map 5
Oh my
against Atlanta
God.
Reign in the last regular season match, right?
And a
we're
3-0. Oh my
Is this
god.
the meta? Is San Francisco Shock going to be good in this meta? And you had like Kuluz tweeting, you know, like maybe Shock would have been good in the playoffs if they made it. They didn't make it, of course. But this was the San Francisco Shock lineup that was just like all over the place, like committing to Zenyatta, Ball.
5 years
Yeah,
later,
so-
Titans
okay.
returns plaguing the
It
Shock.
just never felt. And
Is
I
it
felt
5 years? I
that
think
Wait,
it's
that's
4
true.
years.
for the Shock for most of the season. It just
Because it was
didn't
the,
feel like
it was
it
2019
It
finals.
didn't click with the players, with each other in that team, and I also didn't
Revenge.
click with the meta. I just felt like it
Woohoo.
was kind of all over the place and felt more like a
But Shock won
FFA,
twice, right?
like
Yeah.
situation somewhere in quick play.
Yeah, and I mean that happens, but considering
I was at that.
the stats
Oh.
of
I was at that
Shock,
grand
they
finals
are
in Philly.
Two-time Overwatch League champion. I think
Yeah,
everyone
I remember
has
now.
rightfully very high expectations. You know,
Vancouver.
we ranked them number
Vancouver
one.
versus
on our
Shock.
podcast, for example.
And it was a
like,
4-0
season, like, they're they're
in,
the best team
in favor
going
of
into
Shock.
the
It was
season.
like not even
I know,
close.
Jake. I know, Jake. That was a bit of a
The
fact.
the
Bad
meta.
bumper.
But
Yeah.
I think that really like
The
that's
meta
story. Going
was
into the season, we
Orisa,
thought they would be one of the best teams in the
Sig,
league.
No one
And
would've thought
throughout-
Reaper
as low as they are.
Doom,
Yeah.
Moira
no one had put them
Lucio.
as low as
Just
they are, and so
whack.
therefore it is a disappointment for them to go out this early, but they just
Yeah.
couldn't get there. And time again in Overwatch,
It was like
in Overwatch
really
history,
weird,
we
like
have
double
seen
shield
teams who
brawl.
Can't really fit into the meta, can't figure stuff out, and it really did feel like Shock throughout the entire season. They're like,
The 2020 grand
this
finals
new roster
meta was kind of sick though. It's like Widow
a lot
Tracer.
of new players coming into this team.
It
Oh,
was
so yeah, thank
And on the flip side, Titans were consistent.
Weird.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even remember
With a
that.
roster that a lot of people were doubting. I mean, I think
Dude,
most
the
people
doubt
would
with
call
double
them like a
sniper.
mid-table team coming into the
2020
season.
was such a
But I think
blur.
now
Like,
they've
I feel like
clearly
I've blocked
outperformed that.
so much
They
of it
look like
out.
a serious contender for playoffs. There's
That's
still
fair.
very tough matches ahead for any team, especially
That
in the
is
lower
fair.
bracket. But I mean, I think this Titan squad has already proved themselves beyond a shadow.
2020 was supposed to be really
Couldn't agree
crazy for
more,
the
and we
league.
now
Like
do
people
have
were
a
supposed to
winners
be
interview ready
traveling
for all of you
everywhere.
as well. So please,
Yay, winners
Yeah.
interview. Okay, let's see. Let's see.
Crimzo from the Vancouver Titans.
Yes.
Crimzo.
Oh my god!
Let's move myself here.
Oh!
What are you guys talking about? There's
It
nothing.
had nothing to see.
Wait, that is
Everything-
true.
everything- It's just a trash can.
Oh, I was not ready for that.
Okay, not only your play is a big statement, this is a statement as well.
a good interview.
You guys weren't too worried going up against the San Francisco Shock?
No, we were pretty confident going in. The only thing we were kind of mostly worried about is like them playing kind of weird stuff.
Which
that
they
we didn't really
did.
see in practice before.
That's true.
But, we knew that if we just stuck to our strengths and played together, that
I
we'd
can't
be able
believe
to
he
take care
did
of them pretty
that.
easily.
Alright, I mean, just quickly, looking forward,
Wow.
your next match is going to be against London Spitfire or the Washington Justice. Whoever wins that match is going to be
Ooh.
going up against Vancouver Titans. Crimson, who do you think is going to be your
Washington?
next opponent?
I think it'll be London. London's
I'm
been like
definitely
on a
gonna
hot
say
streak.
London. I think
Yeah.
they're looking really good.
London's
They have
been
their
crazy.
Style,
Yeah.
obviously, and I
They're
think it's
just
gonna be
good
a
at what they
match. I think It's
do.
gonna be tough. I think we can definitely win.
This is low-key their
we'll
meta,
just see
though.
what happens.
It really is.
I really want to address this trash bin, but I feel like I let Jake do that, you know, the expert when it comes to the all chat matters. So I guess I'll stick to my question and, you know, be a bit serious for a while. The Vancouver Titans, of course, you only have you and Faith in the backline for the supports, and, you know, it's been a bit of a shake-up now with the supports, with the introduction of Ilari. Did only you and Faith on the roster, did that limit the experiments going on when it comes to the compositions? Did you try out Iliari? Did you figure out that this is not a hero for us? What made you stick to what you're playing currently, and what do you think about the different support compositions?
I know the answer, but I want to see if he tells the truth.
For us, when Nalari came out, we tried a couple different combinations of like, myself on Nalari or Faith on Nalari, and we've just came to realize that that's not really for us. Like we're gonna kind of just stick to our strengths and just kind of go from there. And then if other teams, do you start pulling out the Nalari, then we're gonna figure out ways to beat it. Like that makes sense for us, basically. So we might pull it out. We might not. We'll see what happens. We're definitely open to trying.
He looks so chill. He's like such a chill bird.
So, Crimzo, I just wanted to ask you, you've been around in the league for a long time, right? You've played against the Shock many times before, and they've been historically a tough franchise to beat. And so now, to get such a dominant 3-0, to send them home, especially on behalf of Heesang, who came into your team, has had such great performances.
That's such a good narrative.
What does that mean to you guys to be
that was in the
former
script.
team, sending Shock packing here in the Overwatch League?
Yeah, I mean, they're obviously very successful work, but I don't think any of us really cared about them. I think we're just kind of looking forward to
what did he say?
And then we'll see what happens from there. But I'm just really happy that we were able to close it out this time and not get reverse swept. But moving forward, just
so
see what happens, and we're just gonna keep doing our best.
Right on. Well, we are very excited to see you next match. Thank you so much for joining us for a quick chat. Congratulations to you and the team. We can't wait to see more.
Amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Grimzo.
Well, yeah, there's a pin with a name on it. We're gonna keep it classy here on the desk, as per usual. We also want to see the San Francisco Shock off, of course. Yeah. I mean, it was an up and down season. It's a historic franchise.
That's all I wanted to see.
Ends here, and we thought since.
Is that all?
That is all. Thank you so much for coming, Shima, and keeping me company, so I wasn't alone.
Of course.
In call. Thank you so much.
Good luck in streams.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone. That is it for me. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. For those of you who got Overwatch League codes, goodbye, Shock. Thank you so much for coming, and I'm, very happy to see all of you. Don't forget to follow the LA Valiant on all of their socials, their Twitter, their YouTube. Hopefully I'll be able to come back and do this again. It was very fun. You can always follow me on my Twitter to see when I go live with co-streams and also my own personal socials and things like that. Yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys elsewhere. All right, goodbye all. Thanks again. See y'all soon.